Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is India, also known as Indie Bindi or Indie Bindi Braids, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, we've gained a lot of new subscribers. Even from the last video to today's video, we've gained so many new supporters, new babes. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and loving and supporting my content. I am a hair braider in Orlando, Florida, as well as a content creator and a DIY entrepreneur, if you will. I'm currently studying integrated business at the University of Central Florida, getting my bachelor's degree. Yes, your girl will be degreed. So balancing being a student, a hair braider, and a content creator, because that is a separate job, is definitely really challenging. And throughout the years, I've gathered what I've learned from my own experiences and from what I've seen from other people. And I wanted to give you guys my most helpful tips, tricks, and anything and everything that I've learned that has helped me along my way and has helped me create a successful hair business. So just for a little background, I started braiding hair when I was a sophomore in high school, so about 16-ish. And I started on myself, actually. I used to get my hair braided by a lovely family friend. Shout out to Miss Byrne, because she did inspire me to do my own hair. So once I was comfortable doing my own hair, using like a mirror in the back and getting to learn like the hand movements, I came to college. And once I came to college, that was when it really started popping off, okay? Surrounding myself with people my age, people who also wanted to be entrepreneurs, who also were interested in supporting their friends, was really something that helped me grow so much. So it's been about 4 years or so. And throughout those 4 years, I have come up with a lot of tips that I will be sharing with you guys right now. So let's get straight into it. So let's start off with the basics, the absolute bare minimum. You will need a comb, some product, and a chair, and the braiding hair, of course. So 4 things: a comb, a chair, product, and the braiding hair. Now these are the 4 most basic things that you will need to even begin braiding. So of course, obviously the chair for your client to sit down. You know, these things are kind of self-explanatory. These things can also be purchased on a budget. You don't have to go out and buy a fancy chair that goes up and down. When I started out, I was using one of those plastic lawn chairs, you know, the ones that make your butt hurt. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. But my clients, they stuck with me and they sat in that chair for as long as it took, okay? And their butts were on fire, but we managed. Moving on to more of a skills-based set, I would recommend purchasing a braiding course of some sort. YouTube is also definitely a good free resource for braiding tips and tutorials. For example, like my channel is I have a really good knotless braid tutorial, but I also have a knotless braid class. It's called Knotless 101. And honestly, in this course, I really lay out the framework that you need to know how to braid, know how to separate hair, know all the logistics of actually braiding your client's hair, parting, how to dip the hair, everything like that is all compiled into one resource. And I think it's definitely worth your money and worth your time to watch it and the effort to actually practice. So that's another thing that I would suggest, a braiding course or class, or to really dive deep into YouTube to find those tutorials that you need to set your standard. Now onto my favorite part, the businessy side, being that I am a business student. You're gonna need a business name, and you can really pick this name from anything. I know you can see, well, I don't know if you can see my sign, but my hair braiding business is called Indie Bindi Braids. Don't ask me how I came up with that name. I don't really have an answer. I just know that my name is India, and nothing rhymes with India. And I was going for more of like a catchy type of name, so I was like Indie Bindi Braids, and it stuck. So really, it doesn't have to, you don't have to overthink it at all, actually. Just pick something that really resonates like with your soul, honestly. Pick something that really stands out to you. It's like naming your child or naming a pet. You know, if the name fits, it fits, and you know. So pick something that is honestly easy to spell, I would say. It's a little difficult for someone to ask you, hey, what's your business name? And it's something that's hard to pronounce or hard to spell, you know, just for ease of like people looking it up. So I could be like, my Instagram is Indy Bindy Braids, INDY Braids. So after your business name, you are going to need a digital portfolio, aka an Instagram page. So if you didn't already know, you can set your Instagram page to a business profile. Now, I do recommend not using your personal Instagram page to create a business page for your business, because the two sometimes don't really mix. You don't really want to post what's going on in your personal life on your business page because it's not for that audience. You're going to want a digital portfolio, and essentially that is, you want to make sure that you're taking pictures of all of your clients. It doesn't matter if you're not that confident yet, because as you get more comfortable in your craft and taking pictures, you're gonna see the progress, and you can always go back and delete the pictures that you don't want. But make sure that you're taking those pictures and posting them on the internet for other people to see, because that's the whole point, right? You want other people to see your work and book your appointments and support your page, follow you, interact with your content. So, digital portfolio. And with that, when you're posting your pictures, you want to make sure that you're using hashtags that include your city's name. So for example, I'm located in Orlando, Florida by the UCF area, and I'm going to put the hashtags Orlando Braider, Orlando Hair, Orlando Braids, UCF Braider, UCF Hairstylist, 407, Orange Count. I'm going to put all those hashtags underneath my pictures. And what that's going to do is allow people in my area to find me. That is normally the main source of my traffic from my hashtags, because it's so simple, honestly, to go into your phone and type in Orlando Braider and find braiders in your area. And that's really that's how you're gonna find the actual people who want to book appointments, not the people who are gonna necessarily interact with your content on the internet, because people can live in other states, other countries, other cities, but not be able to book an appointment because they're not near you. So to find that audience of people, you want to make sure that you're using hashtags with your city in it. Again, on your Instagram page, you want it to be organized and professional, so no posting. Honestly, I don't recommend cursing at all on your Instagram pages, your professional pages, but do what you want. But I don't recommend it, just to keep it professional and really organized and clean. You're also gonna want a logo. You don't need a logo, but it definitely helps with branding and really selling your business as a really professional service. So along with these Instagram pictures, you're gonna need something to take them. So, AKA a good camera. And by good camera, you can definitely use your iPhone, your Samsung, a camera, like an actual camera. You can use anything that you have. You don't have to go out of your means necessarily when you're first starting off, just because the standard iPhone or, you know, smartphone is gonna have a pretty decent camera. What you wanna make sure though is that you're wiping, can you see it? You make sure that you're wiping your camera off, because it makes so much of a difference. I really can't. If you take anything from this video, please take to wipe your phone camera off before you take some pictures. You know, I sometimes use my shirt just to wipe it off, or use like a towel, a microfiber rag. Just make sure that there are no smudges on it, and that will take the quality of your picture from here, like below standard, to like high quality. So this also piggybacks off of having a clear camera. You want to have a good source of light. So I use a ring light. The brand I use is newer, and I'll have it linked down below. But the ring light that I use is really powerful, and it really helps see what I'm doing, but also makes my picture a lot brighter, clearer, and really upgrades and elevates my photos. So you want to be able to have that ring light either, you know, behind you, on the side of you, just not like directly in front of your client, you know, because it's bright. And you can order any ring light. I got mine from Amazon. You can order a cheap one, a more expensive one, but I do recommend the one that I use. And it's like a mid-range to kind of more expensive type of ring light, but it's honestly an investment for your business and you won't regret it at all. 0% chance that you're going to regret it because it's going to take your pictures to a different level. You're also, this is not necessary, but it also does add to your branding and your business. It makes you look more professional, as every other tip before this does as well. You're going to want a cute background, something to brand your business in the back. So for me, I have this grass wall that I got from Amazon as well, and my neon light that I got from Etsy. So you can see it. I'm going to turn it here. It just says Indie Bindi Braids. And I got this peak quarantine because I saw it on Pinterest. I saw someone else do it and I was like, that would be super cute. And I also just added this to my wall, and it is pink, which are the colors of my business brand. This also, when you post your pictures that have like a common background, it makes your Instagram look very seamless, very appealing to look at, versus if you have one background with one picture, one background in another picture, it just looks a little unorganized. So making sure that you have a cute background with your branding and, you know, a cute color theme really helps. Next is going to be a booking website. I use ACUITY scheduling, and they do have a free subscription plan, but I did go ahead and upgrade to, I think it's 15 or 25 a month, I'm not sure, but I'll just have the information like right here. But I do go ahead and pay for that monthly, and what that does is that it allows my clientele to book through that website, pay a deposit on that website, as well as enter their personal information so that I can contact them. And before, I used to use picktime.com, but it didn't allow for any of those extra features. So I decided to upgrade to ACUITY scheduling. And with the paid plan, you can customize your booking site page, your policies, you know, the color theme. You can really make it super cute. And if you guys want a course or a class on how I made mine, because I just recently updated mine and it's super cute and I love it compared to before, definitely let me know. I would definitely be so excited and happy to share with you guys how I did that. You can also accept appointments through DM, but it could start to get a little unorganized, a little hectic. And for me, using ACUITY scheduling is so easy. I also have the app on my phone. There's a hair. Side note, I find hair everywhere, braiding hair everywhere. Sometimes I pull it out of my butt in the shower and I don't even know why. But I know why, it's because braiding is my life. So I click on this app, the ACUITY, can you see it? The ACUITY scheduling app, to look at my work schedule, and it has it all lined up. The gray dots are the days that I work. Yeah, y'all, I work a lot. But the gray dots are the days that I work, and I also have the personal information of all my clients all lined up. So I have their phone number, their name, their email, and it's really easy for me to look up a client and contact them versus having it in my DMs and I don't know your Instagram @ when I'm trying to look for your name for your appointment. You know, it just makes things a lot more organized. It also shows the pricing for your appointments. It'll show your revenue based off of the appointments that you put into the app. So you can see like what your monthly average will be every month, whether you need to aim to book more appointments or maybe, you know, just figure out what your monthly income will be based off of your appointments on the website. With the website, you're gonna need to figure out as well what your pricing would be. That would be a whole separate video that I can definitely do for you guys as well. But just on the app, you're gonna need to make sure that you have different pricing for different styles. So for example, small braids are definitely gonna cost more than jumbo braids, for example, because you know they take longer, more effort, and such. Another thing that I definitely think you can benefit from, do I have any meat? Yup, is a tripod. Now I got this one from Amazon, and it's super simple to pack up, compress down, there's hair on it, compress down into this, and you can put your phone on it and easily record content for your business. If you're interested in growing your base or your subscriber base, your Instagram followers, any of those things, it's important that you not only take pictures but record content of your work. And I definitely think this plays into running a successful business versus someone who doesn't use social media to their advantage nowadays. It's really hard to grow not on social media because everyone uses Instagram and everyone uses TikTok and everyone uses Facebook and everyone uses Twitter. So you need to have some kind of content being constantly pushed out to your followers so that you can gain new ones and keep the ones that you already have engaged in your work. The last thing that I want to touch on is customer service skills. This is a really important thing that'll take your business to the far left or to the far right, okay? It's really important because everyone has had a service where they have shitty customer service and it doesn't rub you the right way. You don't want to come back. You don't want to tip them. It's just a bad experience overall. So to be able to offer good customer service skills on top of your service already definitely takes your business to a whole nother level. You can actually even be very average, very mid with your service because you're still practicing, still improving, still learning, but have the roof customer service experience. And people will come back. And I know this from experience because my friends and my supporters and people in my area who kept coming back have told me that they keep coming back because of my energy, the way that I approach them, the way that I contact them, always good vibes. And I'm not rude. So I think it's really important that if you're going into a service, that you have a good attitude, that you treat your clients the way that you would want to be treated if you walked into a salon or a service, to have a service done. So it's really important to portray yourself as professional, very business, womanly, manly, thenly, you know, very professional-like. You also want to make sure that you're being punctual with your appointments. And this is very important when it comes to customer service. Like, this is one of the 3 main be polite, be on time kind of things. You want to make sure that you're on time. When you show up somewhere for a doctor's appointment, a nail appointment, you know, at a salon or like an established business, usually you show up at your appointment time and they take you for your appointment time. So you don't want to be that person that when your client rolls up at the time that they're supposed to be here, you're still in bed. Or when your client's pulling up to your salon, you're not there and they have to wait, or you have another client in the chair. You know, you just want to kind of try to be punctual, give yourself the time needed to prep, take a break, to give yourself some wiggle room in between if you know that you're not that accurate with timing the duration of how long it takes you to do the style yet. Give yourself some time and make sure that you're not playing with other people's time. And just putting that kind of positive energy out there for your clients can absolutely flip their whole day upside down in a good way. Somebody could be having a very bad, very low vibrational day, and you could just feel the vibe sometimes from your clients. But once you come in and you say hi and, you know, how are you doing, or, you know, just uplift their mood as you're providing the service. So for me, braiding their hair, it really just creates an experience that you can charge for. You don't want to be out here giving attitude and making your clients uncomfortable and then want to charge them an arm and a leg, because that's a bad experience. You want to make sure that your clients are having good experiences, because that'll not only give you value, give your service and your brand value, but they're gonna want to tip you. Happy people tip. So just keep that in mind. Just speaking of tipping, one other thing that I do recommend is to accept all forms of payment, not only just cash. Depends on where you're starting out. If you're just starting this service, if you're just starting to provide services, you can definitely start off with just cash. But as you grow your business and as you grow your clientele, you're going to need to use electronic forms of money. So for example, Zelle or Square or Cash App, but Cash App is a little but just something that you can keep track of your money and keep on file for your clients. So with that being said, I really hope that this helped you guys out and that you guys can take some tips and really apply them to your own businesses. If you guys have your own braiding businesses or hair businesses or any kind of businesses, because I'm also a DIY, I would love to follow you, so definitely leave your ad down below and I'll check it out. So I also have something exciting and free to offer you guys that will definitely help you set up your successful hair business. I have a free braiders kit, and this has the budgeting and the basic things that you're going to need that I mostly covered in this video in this document. So to be able to access that, click down below in my description, click the link, enter your email, and it'll definitely be sent right over to you, and it's for free. So why wouldn't you put your email for something free?